Right, hang on, I need a drink first.
Me too. That is great.
Why didn't I get an iced coffee?
Well, I don't know. It's a very hot day, and you've got a hot drink, and that is on you.
It's actually lukewarm now.
Okay.
So we're good. Part of the play is set in an archive, researching historical witch hunts. Is this from first-hand experience?
That does sound like if you're asking me whether I am a witch or have been hunted as a witch.
As a woman, I will always ask if you are a witch.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I've never worked in an archive. I'm not an archivist. However,
No.
Lots of people were killed, mostly women, for things like being near someone who had had a miscarriage and being blamed for causing it in some way, or having seizures of some kind, or being near animals that had died was another. It was all quite feral and wild, and the play has become quite feral and wild.
Do you feel like that is a really important layer to the play?
I do. It started as a much smaller thing with looking at this relationship that was coercively abusive, and I started thinking about the justice system for women and how the law was written by men and works in the favour of men in so many cases. I started this play before the murder of Sarah Everard by Wayne Couzens, a serving Metropolitan Police officer. And then after that happened, there seemed to be just so many more, and year on year it's happening again and again.
Yeah.
And the play has become quite urgent because of that.
Yeah.
I think. In the role of Ash, you're playing the role of Ash.
I am.
Do you have a favourite line?
Do I have a favourite line of your play?
Yeah, I love praise.
Yes,
And
okay.
I'm actually in this industry for praise.
There are so many lines that I love.
Right. Good.
But one that sticks in my head is a drink, you say? And I that sounds like I'm doing like really bad acting. I mean, I actually don't know how to say that line. But my point being is that this play is a lot funnier than I thought it was. And exploring friendships and relationships it's just really beautiful. And actually finding the humor allows us to go on that really dark journey that we're going there.
My hope is that the play opens in a soft enough way that we just get used to who we're with before things start to unravel and untangle and dissolve.
Yeah. Dissolve.
Into
That's a good word.
Chaotic mayhem.
What is your process?
I am really driven by rhythm, and that kind of carries me through a conversation. When I'm writing, I can hear the conversation between the 2 or 3 or however many characters incredibly clearly.
But that is kind of amazing. You know, when you talk about people like Mozart and, I mean, am I comparing you to Mozart? No, but Mozart
Alice Birch, Sophie Swithinbank, they're all the same really in many ways.
Hey, I'm working with you now, babe.
Yeah.
It's all about you. But my point being is that, like, they hear things and then the best way to kind of, get it through is just writing it down. And that's...
Totally. I do that a lot. I just write down, I'll draft a scene by just writing down everything I think they might say. And as you have come to realise, I make a lot of cuts and changes in rehearsals.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with it right now.
Yeah, but it has to stop soon.
Yeah.
Is there anything more you'd like to know about Ash?
Ash is a really complicated human. And as you can tell in rehearsal, I have these moments where I'm like really, I don't get it. I don't get why she says that. It doesn't feel right. And partly that's because I'm not quite in her brain yet, and I don't know how she works. And it's frustrating, and she frustrates me, and she angers me.
She is really complex, and also the thing about her is that she's very contradictory.
Yes.
She'll contradict herself.
Yeah.
And for an actor, that's really hard because you don't know what your truths are.
Yeah.
But slowly you'll be figuring out, deciding what your truths are.
Yeah. Maybe I can ask you that. What are my truths?
What are your truths? I think also the interesting thing about Ash is that actually she lies a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of the time, the words she's saying are not true, which is unhelpful for you as an actor. But is interesting to play.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I guess you have to figure out what she is not lying about. Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah. I think being the writer in the room, you have to really watch out for what you intended when you were by yourself.
Yeah.
And how it's changed now that there's all these people in the room. Yeah. And listening to everyone, but making sure that when you're accepting ideas from others, they are for the bettering of it.
Yeah, is it better?
Rather than just seeing a different, an alternative version.
Yeah.
You want to just take on everyone's thoughts.
Yeah.
Because everyone's brilliant. But then you don't want to end up with a diluted drink.
No. God, no. Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Trust your witchy gut.
Always.
Okay.
Hey.
So we're going to do a photo shoot?
Let's do the photo shoot.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Are we taking the muffin? Let's take the muffin.
Take the muffin.